Okay, so this is an update to a deck that we had played a little bit of a while back. And this, when we played this last time, we did not have fast lands and we did not have pathways. So the mana base was much worse, but the core of this deck felt reasonable when we played it. So I'm excited to give it a try here today with better mana, with more dual lands here. So the core idea here is we've got threats like Adanto Vanguard, Dorat Perfect Pet, and 10th District Legionnaire, along with Curious Obsession and Staggering Insight to provide us with a steady flow of cards. Then we got a bit of interaction with things like Reckless Rage, and then protection in the form of Siren Stormtamer, Life's Bounty, Fight as One, and God's Willing to keep our threats alive. We also have Lurrus as a companion here that can recast our threats from the bin. So let's go ahead and dive on into some games with this and see if our aggressively slanted deck that's a little bit of disruption that can be reasonable here in the format or not. Oh, actually, you know what? Looking at this real quick before we start. This sideboard, what's it called? Our deck doesn't care about the card Hushbringer at all, right? Should there be Hushbringers in our boards? Probably. I think this effect is super strong if you can play it, right? None of our stuff gets impacted by it. All right, let's do that. Happy Trans Day of Visibility, got him. Fine. I don't know about good, but it's fine. This could definitely be a game where this cycles for us. Red-black with a bit of a budget mana base here, perhaps. That's a lovely draw. So we've got Life's Bounty to protect this against to claim the Firstborn. We got Fight as One to protect it against like a push here. We have two ways to kill this. We could be in trouble, but otherwise looking okay here. I think I'd rather use this. I just assume most decks that are 3 colors are not budget because of the mana bases. But again, like I said, in general, I get to just kind of be blissfully ignorant of what it costs to build decks. My Reckless Raging, trading one of these for this, probably. Oh shit. Yeah, I messed that up. I could have rage targeting this, right? Before I did this. Yeah, it's a huge mistake, actually. It's been a while. So I could have reckless raged here, and then sacrifice targeting this so this wouldn't take damage from this. I could have also targeted the bounty and then sacrificed the bounty. Yeah, there are a couple lines there. If they have another removal spell here, I'm basically dead at this point because of my mistake. So, like, they have a good chance to kill this now. They can have push, they can have a Spark Harvest here. And the Ingress. Yeah, and so, like, that Rampage just doesn't work if I sequence correctly, right? Because I'd still have a 1/1 in play. My opponent dies. Yeah, we're probably gonna lose this game now because of that mistake. This card just feels so hopeless to sit across from in these games. You just, like, don't have removal and you basically lose on the spot. Yeah, must answer or lose the game threats for 2 mana are a little bit much. It just accrues so much advantage on its own. And this card's about to get better with Inquisition of Kozilek coming into the format and Faithless Looting. That being said, we probably win this game if I sequence with my Reckless Rage correctly on that turn 4 or whatever it was. We're probably dead here now, though. They're at 3, so like maybe we spike a haste thing off the top here. Maybe Adanto Vanguard goes the distance. They don't have another edict effect. Oh yeah, I guess they can claim. Oh, they can also give these plus attack to just flashback Ingress Rampage, right? Yeah, I expect we get dumpstered from here. You get to see, yeah, this is basically why Dreadhorde Arcanist is Bandit Legacy. I guess that's not completely fair. A lot of its power and legacy is based around things like Ponder and Brainstorm. Wait, are they not taking my Lurrus out of my hand? I'm so confused. They have claim in here, right? Oh, they already used the claim. Okay. Yeah, they must have Thoughtseize in hand, right? Well, they need to play that. They need to play something to the board to block this too, right? I feel like the opponent. I'm really curious what's in their hand here that they didn't. Maybe they missed it. They could have put Fame on this in order to flash back Angrath's Rampage to kill my Vanguard here. And they might have messed this up. Do I have lethal here? I think they just punted, right? Yeah, looks like it. Alright, well. One good mistake deserves another, I suppose. Yep. Okay, we take those. I mean, we threw the ball early in that game, right? Fair is fair, I suppose. So, Purifying Light is okay. It's to interact with their graveyard a little bit. It's unfortunate. Maybe Justice Strike isn't the right removal spell on this sideboard. I mostly imported our sideboard from the last time we played this deck forever ago, and Phyrexian Obliterator had just been printed at that point. This should probably be like a Deccan Stone. Honestly, I don't even know if this deck would play Helix. The what's it called? The new upgrade. The deal 3 to a creature or planeswalker, destroy an artifact or enchantment. That card could be a good slot. Yeah, the sorcery could be good in this type of slot. Am I cutting here? I think it's just fight as one. I think I'm going to trim a Curious Obsession, because it's probably hard. I don't want to get flooded on this kind of effect. My opponent's going to be interacting with my creatures a bunch. Gust is good against Kroxa. The opponent's archetype doesn't play a ton of Kroxas. So I don't really know that I want that effect. Daddy! Wait, is the April qualifier historic? I'm a little sad that I'm not going to get to peak qualifier systems is me qualifying for the limited one. And then me qualifying for the limited one and not playing it and then missing the qualification for the historic one. Feels good, man. It doesn't feel good. Would have been 10th district here, I think. Is the April MCQ before or after the Mystical Archives? What day is it? It's on the 11th. Oh, I don't give a shit then. It's before the archives. It's whatever. That's more of a reason for me to focus on doing historic content for the next couple weeks, though. People will be extra interested in historic stuff if that's coming up in that format. So I didn't put this on here because I want to be able to protect this with Siren Stormtamer in case they have a claim to the Firstborn here or a way to exile my Vanguard. Obviously, this leaves this exposed to a Thoughtseize, but I think that's a worthwhile exchange. Oh, I guess this doesn't even matter, right? So if this is a way to sacrifice a thing, they get to flash this back and then Village Rites me? Oh, sure. All right, so we're looking for a God's Willing here, or another Iliad, a way to protect this. So I think we're actually not supposed to play the Dorat out here because I want to be able to play Life's Bounty and activate it next turn if I draw it. This is where the magic happens, chat. Maybe I'm supposed to draw... Yeah, this might actually be wrong. I think I'm supposed to draw Lurrus there, actually. I guess if I draw Lurrus, they attack and Thoughtseize me, though. That's close. When they Croxa me here, it's gonna feel bad. I have a lot of life, at least. The amusing thing here is it's actually correct to attack with this still, because I pay 4, but I gain 5. It's kind of funny. I gain a life by attacking. Silly opponent. Thought we could draw spells. I'm gonna draw this even though they just put Thoughtseize into their bin, because if they Thoughtseize us, I kill them with any spell for Sprite Dragon. Why did they target my Adanto and not my Sprite Dragon? Do they just leave themselves dead on board again? Right? I have Life's Bounty here. Bold strategy, Cotton. Stop me if you've heard this one before, opponent. Yeah, I think our opponent kind of took the wrong role in these games. I think they thought they were more of the beatdown than they actually were. Like they're definitely the control deck in that matchup. Let's do that. I remember this deck feeling really good every time we could cast our spells last time we played it. So having a bunch more dual lands seems real good. Casting spells is busted. It really is. Dear wizards, please nerf casting your spells. Who's strong? Who's strong? Ooh, that's a lovely draw. Nice one, too. Blue-white control doesn't usually play Yorion in Historic, Johnny. Runeterra is misspelled in your Twitch title. We're not playing Runeterra. We're playing Runeterra. After this, come on now. It's a brand new game. You'll be excited to check it out. Come on, opponent. Cast Wrath of God. Rats. Scry me a river, baby. I have to get double Brazen Borrower. Well, I guess giving pro blue means my Curious Obsession doesn't work, but I definitely want to stop this from being bounced, right? That's fine. This is like a fine exchange for us, right? Don't tell Scotty, chat. Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know. Scotty was unaware the entire time, chat. Ooh, that block would imply that they're going to cast their Wrath next turn. I'm going to play this card out into it. Wrath of God. 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 Do it. Do it. Come on, opponent. Cast your sweeper. Cast your sweeper, opponent. Kill my board. All my little creatures. They're ready to die, opponent. Do it. Do it. Oh no, chat. What if they have Settle the Wreckage? What if they have Settle the Wreckage, chat? Chat, my dojo contains fear, chat. I'm gonna cast this pre-combat so that way if they want to counterspell, they don't hold up Settle. How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man? Got me. Got me. I've been got, chat. The gods will that you lose this game, opponent. Oh, I actually don't... Okay, we've been screwing with the sideboard. I actually don't have enough cards here for control now, right? Because, like, these Reckless Rages all need to come out. Probably need to revisit. I could throw in one Light of Hope for now, because we probably have, like, Baffling End or Cast Out or whatever, and this is fine. But I probably want one more counterspell in my board, so I can cut these Rages and board in 4 counters. It's likely what I want to be able to do here. If historic is the legacy of Arena, obviously they need to print True Name Nemesis. No, stop it. Ban Twitch chat. Which 2-drop do we play, chat? I feel like getting this in underneath... I feel like getting this in under Neutralize and their 3-mana counters is probably valuable. Yeah, I think we're supposed to try and get... Like, they showed us Quench, but they almost assuredly have more 3-mana counters than they do Quenches. So it feels bad to get got there, but I think it's correct to GM. I've been blinded by the light, chat. What a wonderful quality piece of software. Alright, let's shock this in to play around a Quench. They have another Seal Away we get kind of sad here. Cast out. It's unfortunate. All right, Lurrus, I need you to have a strong back here. Right on time, God's willing. Welcome to the party. Thanks for showing up. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Oh no. Oh no, chat. There aren't basics in my deck, chat. No, don't do it. Have a heart. No, stop it. No, mercy. Mercy. Oh no. Oh, no. Why must our decisions haunt us, chat? I have been consumed by the greed.
Virtue will always triumph. Let's do this one-on-one.
Take a one-on-one with you any day, Gideon. You just let me know the time and the place. Well, 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 if it isn't the consequences of my own actions.
Now it's my turn.
It is a second field of ruin. I'm scared, chat. Hold me.
Let's do this one-on-one.
Got me. Think we're out of this game at this point. Take the next game on the play here. Amplifier board, let's run it back. Run it back now, y'all. In fact, they're playing Veto as their counterspell. Makes our disputes a little bit worse. We decided some basics. Yeah, the real big brain play. We need more basic lands. You just send me a GitHub link for a for a Magic deck. This deck sucks. I'll make a pull request later, okay? It could have been right to mulligan this hand. Really wishing these Fighters ones were God's willing to play around Seal Away. you know what? I technically should have sacked the Life's Bounty to protect itself there, because then it would be in my bin for Lurrus. Probably what should have happened. Life's Bounty can also target enchantments, so I don't remember if it can target itself, but it definitely could have targeted the Curious Obsession. You know, maybe given the state of this current format, more Godswelling is better than more Fight as One. I have Life's Bounties too, though. Tough to say. There were more questing beasts in this format last time when we weren't playing 4 Godswelling. There's definitely less of that effect today. People in chat making fun of Jeskai like it's not about to get lightning helix. I'm gonna blast some of you nerds back into the Stone Age. Helix is an amazing control deck removal spell, chat. We're gonna mope around a bit. It's gonna be sweet. Ooh, was that a good draw? If so, why? Please explain. Is having an unkillable lifelinker good against Mono Red? He says before getting Soulscar Maged. Excuse me? I mean, Nest Robber, Robber of the Rich, they both steal things, chat. They're basically the same card. Nope, they're just playing both, chat. They're just playing both. Look at these thieves. Eight robber aggro over here. Curious and curious. They didn't attack, and then they didn't block. Weird. Weird. I think this is actually a Curious Obsession out matchup. They're probably going to have more removal post board. This is worth leaving in because it gains us life when it sticks around. Aether Gust is good. Probably Deccan Stone. It could just be Hushbringer too, just like another lifelinking idiot. Not good enough. Well, Aether Gust hits Nest Robber. Yeah, chat, you laughed, but I've got a plan for this Nest Robber here. Real windy out here where the dinos live. Boros Charm resolves. That's a good one. Staggering is insight on Vanguard is just like real good. Him getting to pay for himself. This is real nice. Oh, nice. Yeah, honestly, this deck and the one before it have both been good examples of Vanguard being stellar, right? Like, this deck had Staggering Insight to pair with it, and the last one had Sorin. It's Adanto Vanguard Day, chat. You didn't even know it. Yay, Adanto Vanguard Day. Is there a setting for a default basic feature in this game? Quality of life features. Quality of life features. I needed a laugh this morning. I appreciate you. It's got some Mythic for the first time. Congrats, Master Beardsman. That's great. Deals 3 damage to any target, scry 1. When does the ladder reset? Hour and a half, 2 hours. At some point. It always resets on the last day of the month, Hydra Moose. Goodbye, friend. just playing these out here and then passing. Huh? Mayhem Devil's gonna be a rough one to get past. The fact that it's symmetrical means that sacrificing these lets them deal a damage as well, which is annoying. Huh? Probably dead. Beast plus Devil is just so good. Dear opponent, what are you doing at 76% playing Jund Company? I'm not supposed to have to deal with your kind down here in these parts. We're just dead, right? You know, beat the fun tapping with these two and food for him. So Deck Stone sounds good. Aether Gust sounds good. We want to get rid of here. Fight as one doesn't seem particularly useful. A lot of their stuff isn't destroy-based removal. It's like sacrifice. It's like okay against Mayhem Devil triggers, but I'd rather just have things that take Mayhem Devil off the table. Probably be a possible Purifying Light matchup, right? If I have it in my deck. I mean, there's physically not enough time left in the season, Alec, for them to get from 76% to a rank that matters at the end of the season. Call with Mayhem Devils, one I haven't seen in a while. The one that's been popular recently is the Jund food decks have Binding the Old Gods, which gives Death Touch on the 3rd chapter to Mayhem Devil. Which is real gross. Wait, they're playing Trail of Crumbs and Collected Company? When your greed knows no bounds. That could be why they're 76% playing the best archetype. That's fair. Just looking for more ways to protect this from stuff like that. Alright, well. Looks like we're going to be able to protect our Bogle A-OK this game. Opponent missed a land drop. We've got some removal spells here for things like Mayhem Devils. Stop it. Bad opponent.
Ask you a question.
What's up? Do you mean to mute?
We have an open a window for anything?
Oh, for the Hoglandy Open?
Yeah, is there like a set release or anything?
That's a good question. Chat, are there any? No, chat can be helpful in this. Listen, I don't gotta mute to hide from chat. Chat can be helpful. Chat, are there any relevant Magic things in May that we might want to set an open date around? So we have an April open date. Is there anything occurring in May, maybe, that we might want to think about for when we put an open?
See, they're not helpful, honey.
Maybe. We don't know it, maybe. Damn it, chat. This was your chance, chat. I was trying to upsell your capacity to be useful.
Are there any set releases or anything?
There's no set releases in April and May, right?
Because we all broke, so.
Yeah, set releases or anthologies or stuff like that. Justin Timberlake Day is April 30th. Well, the next set's the 15th, so I feel like even if we were gonna get a historic anthology, it wouldn't be until much later, right? When's the D&D set? The D&D set's not till like June, right?
Asking.
What's up?
Are you still gonna have 3 monitors or just the 2?
I'm thinking I'm gonna just try 2.
Because then we could put the camera in the middle.
Well, I was thinking I'd probably want it over whichever monitor has my game on it.
Sure.
But yeah, I was thinking just trying just 2. I agree. 2 monitors.
Wherever you're.
Well, I'm getting a second high resolution monitor. So like right now I've got a 1440
You're
panel.
using the whole monitor for your game.
I'm not. Right now I've got a 1440 panel and 2 1080 panels, and I'm upgrading to 2 1440 panels. So, okay, this 5's not terrible.
I'm just trying to.
No, we're way more organized than Wizards of the Coast and Magic Arena, love. By an infinite degree. Love you too. Well, unfortunately, we just gotta jam this and hope we get to untap with it, which isn't a place where we want to be in life, but it's what we've got. Yeah, but I would think I would think if we were getting a set, another remaster set, it's probably not happening until like June at the earliest, right? Usually there's at least 6 weeks in between those things. Well, MH2 doesn't really impact Historic at all, Whitman, so Historic timeline should probably be separate from those. MH2 is like not relevant at all to what we're discussing, since it's irrelevant to Arena and Arena players. D&D's July 16th. Okay, yeah, so we'll probably get an anthology or a remaster set somewhere in the middle there. Sometime in June. Honestly, if they're smart, that's a pretty big asterisk. We could see a remaster set or actually, you know what would be really smart? What would be really smart is if they released a historic anthology in June that included MH2 designs they wanted on Arena. That would be the smart play. That's how you get some translation in between your products. Great. I think we're gonna die because we don't have any lands yet. It is what it is. Yeah, we're just dead on board, right? Yeah, also, like, the people that are programming remaster sets, like, the only thing the design team has to do for a remaster set is think a little bit about the limited environment. Hey, Diggy, thanks for the 5 months of Prime. I appreciate that. Welcome back. So, like, you have to think about, like, limited a little bit, but for the most part, the people that are, like, programming remaster sets aren't really the people that are worried about MH2, right? Unless the Moto team and the Arena team share people. I guess I would believe the Moto team and the Arena team share people. Hey, Ninja Bob, welcome to a live one. Good to have you here again. And this is where the magic happens. If we draw a blue source next turn, we can slap Curious Obsession onto this and get in the game. He says before bricking and dying. We're only on 23. Only 23. Our opponent's playing Goblins and they're 98%. You think they're trying to sneak into the top 1200? I'm gonna throw our opponent a bone in case they're trying to sneak into the top 1200. They're close. Good luck, Godspeed, Goblin opponent. They got how long? They probably don't have enough time. I guess with Goblins they could probably punk it out. They've got 3 hours. They could probably get there. I believe in you, previous opponent. You can streak with those Goblins in the top 1200. Go get you a qualification. Avoiding playing Goblins and helping someone win-win. It's all upside. It's an all upside play. If you let them get in, you're kicking someone else out. That is exactly how that works. It's just like every time I donate money to a charity, it's the same as me taking money away from all the other charities. There's a finite amount of money in the world. Exactly. See, you get me. I think it's Dorat to start here, because if my threat gets stomped on their next turn, I'd prefer this one get stomped. I think we're murdering this, right? It's like getting in here for 5. That sounds great. Next turn. Okay, thanks for the almost 2.5 years, Anti-Evil. Good afternoon. Can't tell if we're winning this race. My opponent thinks we're not winning this race, chat. Are they right? Are we not winning this race? This forces them to block, right? Wait, do I have lethal? This is lethal, right? Zoom, zoom, zoom. Ja, zoom, zoom, zoom. Ja, zoom, zoom, zoom. Zoom right on past, chat. I think we board like we boarded against Mono right earlier, where we bring in the Dex and the Aether Gust and we trim the Curious Obsessions. I counted and they were not winning the race. Confirmed not winning the race. Hey, Sam. Thanks for the follow. Good afternoon. This is where the magic happens. Right here. What? Excuse me? All right, come on, Arena. Come on, Arena. All right, if there was anything that could recover us from a mulligan, it's Vanguard picking this game up on its back with Staggering Insight. Yikes! Opponent 3 Burning Tree Emissaries shy of a nut straw here. No, I don't even think a good draw of ours would have recovered from this, so we're pretty okay with getting dead here. This is why the girl deck is good. Sometimes it just does this. Cast Ember Cleave. Wow, doesn't even have Ember Cleave. But it's not very lucky. We really want our opponent to block this turn. Do they have a shock? We're just dead, right? I can rage this. I can rage this and then take, yeah. Like I said, even our good draws lose out on the draw. Aggro mirrors and being decided by die rolls, chat. Or being decided by who's on the play. I guess that was technically game 2. You actually can't pay life you don't have, so when you're not at a multiple of 4, you can't kill yourself with Vanguard. Actually. Hey, thanks for the tip, Rawson. Refresh my dashboard here for the morning. Take a peekaboo at the message. This is pretty good. Please unban me. Oh, these are... You didn't have to donate to get unbanned. Well, I guess it depends on what you said. Let's double check. I unbanned there instinctually. What'd you do? Magic is full of whiners. If it's not Oko, it's something else. Yeah, you could be unbanned. Thanks for the tip. That statement's not wrong. For reference, by the way, for people that haven't seen things like this before, when someone tells me I wasn't actually that bad, I deserve to be unbanned, I can pull up their user history like this and kind of look back through and see this is what we banned them over. That's fine. Yeah, they can come back. Ooh. That ban was also from 2019. I was a lot more liberal with full bans back then. You know, it might have been wrong to play this on 2, like we did in game 1. Maybe I'm supposed to lead on this to play around getting this stomped. Does pre-sub only mode? Yeah, probably, actually. That's true. Welcome back, Rawson. It's funny. Fun fact, Twitch actually has unban requests in the actual platform now. And occasionally I'll ban somebody and I'll feel a little bad afterwards. And like, I was like, yeah, maybe they didn't fully deserve that one. But we had it it was denied. Oh. What was your unban request message attached to it? Did you just put it through today? I didn't check it today. Maybe a mod did it. I'll have to look. I'll look and see. I had an unban request the other day from someone that, let's just say based on, it was a month ago. Okay. It's been a hot second since I've checked. That's a good draw. That's a good draw. Yeah, I think we're just doing this and holding up protection here, right? Yes, those are the ones, guys. The number of unbanned requests that are just like messages that are just like, man, this unbanned request would get you banned again. So let's just get rid of that one.
I know.
Bold strategy, Cotton. Pump it up. Pump the jam. I know that you all are here for my insightful commentary. So my takeaway from this most recent match is that being on the play seems good in the Agromir. Not sure how I ended up there, but I watched probably 4 hours of a channel just reading through their unbanned requests. It was mesmerizing. Yeah, I can't, like, I can't imagine bigger Twitch channels that don't use sub-only mode, like, people like 3, 4, 5, 10,000 viewers and have their public chat open. I can't imagine what their unbanned requests look like. I'm gonna post this one in chat. I almost tweeted this one the other day. All right, I'm gonna asterisk out the L be a slur in it. This was a literal unbanned request that someone posted. And I assume that posting a message like that, they know they're not getting unbanned, but like, man, what's wrong with people? It is just something. Yeah, Coach Feeball, you were the one that denied that one. Yeah, like. That seems reasonable. I love the people. Yeah, correct. Like those are the best ones where like their defense of whatever stupid thing they said is I pay you money. It's like, stop it, get out of here. Your $3.50 a month or whatever I end up getting from you isn't worth you being a turd in my chat or being indecent to other people. Huh? I think you're probably supposed to take it slow against red lands. Yeah, okay, sweet. So, do I just redeploy this now, or do we get these out first? I just redeploy. They probably have red removal. I'm gonna go ahead and just play these, so that we don't like play this and get like stomped or something. I mean, to be fair, all things considered, my unbanned requests tend to be pretty tame because we don't actually ban that many people on this channel because like when I ban someone, like we're in sub-only chat like 95% of the time, right? Or more than that. So like when I banned someone, it was someone that had to pay money to be obnoxious. Which, believe it or not, adding a nominal cost barrier to people's ability to be obnoxious significantly reduces people's desire to do so. Twitter does not have unblock requests. If Twitter had unblock requests, those would probably be funny to go through. Ooh, opponent's getting in the Arclight Phoenix spirit here, chat. Getting prepped ahead of time. We just drawing Lurrus here? I feel like I'm just drawing Lurrus here. Dorat doesn't really do anything on this board. Yeah, another blue land would be nice. The fact that I picked white with this and then we drew red-white lands felt a little bad. So we lead on this into second life's bounty here, right? Just so we have protection up. And then next turn we can cast this and put some things on it. If they flip the Phoenixes into play here, we're gonna be in a lot of trouble. Yeah, we might die here. This is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, they have like a shock or a stomp here, we die. They could have found another Phoenix here too to kill us. Have a good one, Meecher. That's, is that exactly lethal? A little bit over? Yeah, cause the bird comes back here. Yeah, missing our land drop early to put us a little bit too far behind. They're paired, missing our land drop plus being paired with their bounce is real rough. I think again in these, Curious Obsessions, a card that comes out in these matchups, Deck and Stone, and Aether Gust sound nice. This tags Crackling Drakes and Phoenixes. I don't know if this is an Apostle of Purifying Light matchup or not. It's kind of clunky to exile stuff from their graveyard. It just dies to shock. I think it's better than Siren Stormtamer. The evasion on this isn't very good in this matchup. How's this deck felt? Our deck's felt very reasonable. I think our deck has good tools against both aggro and control. We've got like sticky threats and protection spells against control. We've got reckless ranges against aggro. It's fine. Bottom the land. I'm gonna go ahead and jam this, because if they kill it, next turn we'll just draw Lurrus. Morning, Rufio. Damn, Reason Borrower here I get got. But I also just, like, don't really have the means to play around, and this is my only meaningful play, so we're gonna take it. Maybe I want 4 God's Willing instead of 4 Fight as 1. I keep having Fight as 1 in my hand and wishing it was God's Willing. There aren't nearly as many questing beasts in the format right now. Oh, this works out okay for us. I guess we can get Spell Pierced here. Is definitely a card they could be playing. Just checking out their options deal. These sleeves are sweet. Yeah, the alt-art cards losing their name on the battlefield is awkward. You see when I mouse over it here, it still says Doriath the Perfect Pet, but it says Sprite Dragon here when it's in play. We have another Axe here. That's not terrible. I drew another Staggering Insight. I think I actually want to Staggering Insight the Adanto Vanguard in case they have another piece of removal here. We're just going to go ahead and attack for 1 and then we'll play Vanguard. Those are the free sleeves from each skull. Those are sweet. That's a great free sleeve. Artwork is gorgeous. Perfect. Play around that. This card's real good against these blue-red decks. If you're not about to die. I'm really excited for Standard in the fall, and I'm hoping Historic can stay sweet until rotation happens. Historic can stay sweet till rotation happens. We'll have a real good time. Yeah, the open next month is going to be great. Ooh, this was a great draw. Because now I can play around Brazen Borrower. This one feels like it's pretty wrapped up. They're just kind of spinning their tires over there. They don't even have any Phoenixes in the bin yet. Lurrus Charm results. This is dying anyways. Can someone refresh me on the timelines? If we get the next remaster set, what was the set before Kaladesh? If we get another remaster that's not a generic Pioneer remastered, what was the set before Kaladesh? I don't recall. Was it Innistrad? That would be sick. I would love that one. I would love a Shadows remaster set. Something else I saw too, though. We're kind of closer to Pioneer than I think a lot of people realize. I saw a really interesting post that broke down how many of the cards that were in the recent Pioneer 5.0 decklist dump for Magic Online that weren't already in Arena, and it was like less than 100 cards. And while like obviously adding those 100 cards doesn't give us all of Pioneer on Arena, it would give us the majority of the playable stuff. So it wouldn't be true Pioneer, but at the base level, most of it would be there with just another small injection of cards, basically. Small is relative, I suppose. Thank you for the tip, Rufio. You want a Poisonous Death Touch Historic deck? Sweet. Like a la Porcuparrot style? Want to port that one to Historic? I'd be down for that. No, Pioneer and Historic are not merging. So Pioneer will be a subset of Historic. So Historic will contain all of Pioneer eventually, but it'll also have a lot extra in it, right? Like take these Mystical Archives, for example. All these powerful Mystical Archive cards are not gonna be Pioneer legal. It could be right to play a tapped land and wait to deploy this until I can hold up God's Willing. Do you think Steve's more play Pioneer or Historic? It's Historic and it's not close because Magic Arena is almost certainly more popular than Magic Online. How do we feel about Staggering Insight, and then if they block, we God's Willing? I think there's a good chance they just don't block here, right? Oh, I lose the aura. Magic's hard, chat. Cardboard Live still does not have historic anthology cards in it. Is why. So Deck and Stone are the last 2 sideboard slots. Among the games I've played recently, where do I rate Nier and Final Fantasy VII? I would say both of those are good games, but I think for my personal preferences, I preferred Final Fantasy VII to Nier overall. Although I also haven't finished Nier in its entirety yet, so it's not a complete one-to-one comparison yet. They're both games that if you are looking for a game to play, I would recommend either of them. They both have good story writing and good base game mechanics. I did not mistake by the lake. I'm actually not really a video game boomer. I did not have any video game consoles growing up. My father hated video games. I had a Game Boy Color at one point, and I had exactly Pokemon for it. Deck the halls with bowels of Phoenix. Fa la 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 la. Hey, Del, thanks for the 14 months. Welcome back. If I'm being honest, I'm not really a huge fan of like what you'd call retro games. Part of the reason I play video games is I like them to look nice, so if a game doesn't have decent graphics, it usually just doesn't do it for me these days. I mean, to be fair, Moto looking bad definitely contributes to the reason why I don't play with that platform anymore. I think we just suit up the lifelink here. Final Fantasy VII has been remastered, for reference for the person asking. It's being remastered in several parts. The first part is out on PlayStation. If you're interested in what that looks like, I have a playthrough of the first part up on my YouTube channel now. Yeah, annul is quite the spell. GG, are we dead? I mean, if they don't kill us, if they can't kill us and they can't kill Lurrus, Staggering Insight pops back up next turn. I mean, we're dead to some cards, but like, we're not dead on board. Okay, so we're definitely Reckless Raging this turn. So, dead to a stiff breeze here, but have them on a quick-ish clock if they break off a little bit. Close game. Shot kills us. Phoenix off the top just casts as like a 3-2 with haste and flying. I mean, Pillar of Flame hits players, Derek. You're thinking of Magma Spray. All right, one more brick, chat. One more brick. One more brick. Survey says, everybody clench. Everybody clench. Ah, Deck and Stone. Deck and Stone. Aether Gust. Come on. Oh! The redraws, chat. They got us with the redraws. That's fine. That was a good game. It's close to the end there. Arena is very tired. Very tired. That went pretty well. The games, so one of the things worth noting is that we lost a couple of games to just not having lands and mulliganing a little bit, which is going to happen in every deck. But in the games where we had lands in general, we were able to cast all of our spells consistently, which was fantastic. So, like, the big issue last time we played this deck before we had fast lands and pathways was there were plenty of games where we just, like, had lands, but they didn't cast our spells. I didn't really feel like we had that problem today. Better fixing goes a long way. Who'd have thunk it? I feel like one of my takeaways is that I think I would probably switch this split here. God's willing, it's not only good at like sneaking past blockers in pinches, but like there's a lot of miscellaneous exile removal and stuff in this format, and I think I'd rather have more of these protection spells than anything. There's last time we played this, there were more questing beasts in the format, and with Gruul moving towards Collecting Company, that card sees a lot less play, which I think makes God's Willing stock go up over Fight as one a little bit. All things considered, I don't really know what changes we'll make with Strixhaven or Mystic Archive cards we've seen so far. Maybe this deck, like, Mystic Dispute's kind of okay. I could see Mana Tither being a card that this deck plays in the sideboard to be cheeky. Like, we're a tempo deck, and like this deck would probably play the crap out of Force Spike. And honestly, we have more white mana than blue mana, so like Mana Tide, that's pretty good. Yeah, potentially, we talked earlier about the new deal 3 to a creature, a planeswalker, destroy an enchantment or an artifact. I could see that card being good. Reckless Rage was a little disappointing. No, I thought Reckless Rage was great. It was like a scotch awkward in a couple of spots, but I also used it inefficiently in positions. Being able to deal 4 damage for 1 mana is a big deal. It's potentially Lightning Helix is good in the sideboard of this. We're getting that as a Mystical Archive. I don't really think this deck wants anything like Brainstorm or Faithless Looting, but I could see Helix or Rip Apart being things worth considering in the sideboard. All right, that's gonna be it for Magic stuff for today. I played